Today's AskReddit post. What are some tricks in bed that everyone should know? Oh boy, this is gonna be a good one. Let's get started. Switching the direction you lay in the bed makes it feel like a new bed, or periodically rotating the mattress. It also extends the mattress longevity. Do some of y'all not rotate your mattress ever? A lot of modern mattresses are engineered to not be flipped due to coil foam type density and top layer material placement based around ergonomics. Source: sold a shitton of mattresses for a while. Edit: I sold furniture and mattresses for an Ashley franchise. I didn't launder money. I instead got treated like garbage and ducked on commission. Our parent company, on the other hand, was definitely laundering money and was rapidly seized up by corporate shortly after I left. From what I understand, it was due to some nefarious business dealings that corporate got wind of and immediately wanted to distance themselves from it, but didn't want to lose the market that they had control of, usually latex and memory foam ones. However, they should be rotated. Since this was tagged NSFW, don't work from your bed if you're working from home. Separating your workspace from relaxation space will help you be more productive when you're working and disengage from work when you're done. Bold of you to assume I value productivity over comfort. LPT: buy a second bed for your home office, and another bed for eating, another for sex, unless you want to get hungry and horny before you fall asleep. Yes, having a sex bed ensures you're more reproductive and can disengage better before going to your TV bed. Never, and I mean never, eat an everything bagel in bed. The results are devastating. I still get poppy seeds in my butt crack. Edit: wow, to wake up to a lot of comments and some awards. Thank you, kind Redditors. Stick one foot outside the duvet. Keeps you remarkably cooler, and shows you laugh in the face of monsters. I've only seen this raw power once before. It didn't scare me then. It does now. Is it possible to learn this power? Not from a Jedi. Hello there. Be careful if you make the jump to a king size bed. There's no going back. Everything else sucks. Journal. Date unknown. I fear I may never see my wife again. It seems like an age ago that I said goodnight. As we crawled into our new king size bed, I rolled over to give her a kiss, but she was lost to me in a veritable desert of sheets. And so I began my journey across the inner spring wasteland. I find no comfort since my comforter went missing. I have lost sight of my pillow 2 years hence, and the madness has begun to set in. But this day I find a break in the monotonous journey. I have discovered a lost civilization comprising of the ancestors of our 2 terriers, who have recognized me as some kind of deity, no doubt due to stories passed down through generations. Dear God, how long have I been out here, searching? They tell me of a legend they call the Great Snorer. They say her rumbling breath can be heard all across these lands when the night is still. I feel like I'm going crazy, but I can almost hear it. Could it be her? Could my journey be at an end? Or is it just another siren song, ready to lead me away from my love and into the cold, indifferent company of the cat? I'm so tired. My day cannot get any better after reading this. Might as well go to sleep right now. Can confirm. I'm going back to my king size bed. Please be careful and learn from OP. Is your safe line securely attached? Don't eat crackers in bed. Don't eat anything in bed. No matter how neat of an eater you think you are, you will always leave crumb stains, bits of food, drink in there. Except pussy. Edit: ass is okay too, if that's your thing. No cake, though. Pussy, ass, and cake are all acceptable things to eat in bed, cake. Do you want ants? Because this is how you get ants. It's crabs you gotta watch out for. You tend to sleep better when the room is a bit colder than normal. Put your thermostat down a few degrees. Not only will you sleep better, but you'll save on heating bills in the winter time if you live in a colder climate. But I like waking up in the middle of the night feeling like I died in my sleep and crossed into some desert hell. Me eye roll. To make it worse, my wife is the opposite. If you fall backwards onto the bed and lift your legs, You can turn the momentum into a little backwards roll, which looks pretty cool. I just tried this and I fell on my ass. Progressive muscle relaxation. Start relaxing your feet, then your calves and thighs. Move upwards and relax your back muscles, your arms and shoulders. Take some deep breaths. Relax your neck muscles and jawline. You will fall asleep in peace. Progressively relax your muscles. He's already relaxed all his muscles. He can't relax them any further. Edit. Thanks everyone. This was fun. Deleted. If you make your twin beds into bunk beds, there is so much room for activities, like practicing karate in the garage. Oh hell yeah. Buy a comforter one size bigger than your bed. For example, if you have a queen size bed, get a king size comforter. Edit. Since a lot of you are asking and the answer got buried. If you have a king, then the next size up is Wyoming king, followed by Alaska king. After that, go make your own damn blanket. Also, if you sleep with someone else, buy 2 blankets. It will make an incredible difference in the quality of your sleep. Why? So I can sleep with neither of 2 options because she somehow managed to cocoon herself in both. Zip yourself up into a sleeping bag. It's basically theft proof. They then use you as a blanket. Okay, why is this my most upvoted comment? Turn the pillow upside down when it's hot. That's cool. Like the other side of the pillow. I miss him even more than I miss when ESPN was watchable. Tuck the most inaccessible corner first when changing the sheets. Absolutely. If you're not one of those fancy people with a bed in the middle of a wall, always do the corner first. The corner is always the toughest, and no one likes doing that awkward belly flop push. Stretch and tuck whale movement after the other 3 corners are locked and loaded. No one likes doing that awkward belly flop push. Stretch and tuck whale movement after the other 3 corners are locked and loaded. I am happy to see that this is a shared human lesson. We are more alike than we are different. Blankie. Weighted blankets. Why use a weighted blanket when I can sleep with the weight of not being enough? If you have large thighs and sleep on your side, get a pillow for your knees. It will support them better and, the guys, prevent crushing your bits. Heads work fairly well in the place of a pillow, or at least that's what my ex said. Well, this is officially my top comment. Does the head need to be attached to the body? Nah. In fact, that would make rolling over in the middle of the night simpler. Negotiate the level of white noise in your bedroom before committing to sleeping together. I made a bad bargain and 17 years later I'm still paying for this mistake. ETA, we've talked about it, and this is a hill he is willing to die on, and I'm not. I love sleeping in the same room more than I hate the fan. Even though I do hate the fan, compromising on the issues that are more important to your partner is what gets you to 17 years, I guess. The even more ridiculous part is that the dogs that sleep in our room are now trained to like it. So sometimes when he is gone and I try to sleep in silence, the dogs will lay in front of the fan and growl and bark until I turn it on because they like the noise and the wind in their hair. And I am a pushover and turn it on for them because I love my puppies even more than I love silence. What is it? A white noise machine? TV? Talk radio? Orangutan tied to a karaoke machine? The suspense. A big ass box fan. I hate it so much. Eventually they die, but he just has backups. When he is out of town I relish the silence. I need a fan. Ears ring too much. Stayed at a friend's house watching it and taking care of doggos. Damn, is it dead quiet in their place. I had to run home and grab a fan to sleep the next few nights. I require a fan to sleep whether I am alone or not because 1. I have tinnitus and the ringing in my ears gets painful and it's so distracting I can't sleep, and 2. I also have misophonia and I cannot stand my BFS breathing noises. If you get rid of the bed frame and set it on the floor, it prevents the monsters from hiding under it for extra bedroom safety. Also to prevent noise. Ah, good call. If the monsters can't hear you, they can't find you. OP is the dirtiest MF in this thread. I love it here. I don't think it went the way OP intended it to, because of the tag. This is most wholesome post. I believe the intention was for dirty responses and I had learned so much from the positive comments. I scrolled looking for this. I can't tell if Reddit misinterpreted or it's one big collaboration. Definitely on purpose. The NSFW tag is a heavy indicator of this. Well, I shouldn't sleep at work either. If you are peeing in a dream, chances are you just pissed the bed. So wake up. My favorite line from Golden Girls. Sophia says, "I'm very regular. I pee every morning at 7:30 on the dot. The problem is that I don't wake up until 8 o'clock. There's some joke about an older guy about waking up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. Same punchline." Change your bed sheets. Having a clean bedsheet really changes the ambience and puts your thermostat down a few degrees. Especially after shaving your legs. Oh, that's so nice, isn't it? For some reason it's even better if you can hang your sheets outside to dry on a cold, windy, fall day. You have to use Downy in the wash though, otherwise it's like sleeping between sheets of plywood. If you are sleeping with your so and they have most of the bed, don't be afraid to just sleep on the floor. Sometimes I put my head on the corner of my husband's pillow. To take it back he puts his hand on my head to stabilize and quickly yanks the pillow. Somehow we missed the just sleep on the floor stage. This is why we bought a king size bed and a dozen pillows. My wife puts a ton of pillows on the bed too. Every time I go to bed, I have to unload and stack 28 pillows and I feel like I'm working on a loading dock. Now you know why they are called throw pillows. You could fulfill your Upsworker dream. Make sure to cover your whole body with the blanket for extra defense against the darkness. It's the chainsaws coming for my feet. Hey Bart, you wanna see my new chainsaw and hockey mask? Oh, I was just trying to cut you a brownie. I recommend putting your phone down at least half an hour before bed to ensure a good night's sleep. Like that's ever gonna happen. Nothing you ever do in bed will feel as good as taking a bath and sliding into a fresh set of sheets. Keeps depression at bay. Shave your legs with that bath one time. Seriously, it's like putting it on 11 here and there. Came here for this comment. Shaved legs on sheets is amazing. Edit. It too is because of fat fingers on a phone. Hello male here. I just shaved off a fairly good sized beard a week ago. I went right clean shaven. My pillow felt like a cloud. My fiance laughed cause I just pushed my face into the pillow. I guess I kinda just got gradually used to how annoying a beard actually is. Edit. I am never going to grow it out that long again. It's a lot of work to keep them from not looking like shit. Velociraptors can only reach the bottom bunk. Can confirm. I used to sleep on the bottom bunk. The top bunk was off limits. Edit. Thanks for the awards. Arbitlajuiking. When it comes to pillows, quality is more important than quantity. Also, don't sleep in your day wear. Paul Blart, Mall Cop. Edit. What the hell? If you can't sleep, count sheep. Don't count endangered animals. You will run out. RIP. Thanks, Mitch. NSFW equals nighttime suggestions for wakefulness. That explains quite a bit. If your mattress is old and starting to feel uncomfortable, instead of replacing it, buy a $100 mattress topper. It can make your mattress feel new again and give you a few more years of use before you need to replace it. Deleted. I read this, closed the thread, started reading the next thread, and my mind went wait what the fuck and came back. We found Earl Thomas's account. Edit. Thanks you Teresa Lobster Loose. Have at least 3 layers over you when it's cold. Just like clothing. Layering your bedding makes it easier to get and stay warm. And you can easily remove single layers if you get too warm. When you're camping, especially in the winter, flip this around. Have 3 layers beneath you for every layer on top. Helps keep you insulated. Oh, and don't use a cot when winter camping because the cold air gets underneath you too and negates your layers. The X-blanket layer underneath was a life-changing sleeping experience in a tent. Make sure to place torches all around your bed so monsters don't spawn and you can jump into bed right away. I use glowstone for the ESTHETICS. I like the lanterns. LPT. Use redstone lanterns tied to a daylight sensor so you get the benefit of the light at night but reduce your electricity bill. Laying on your left promotes digestion as gravity moves food through and cuts down on heartburn. If you have a fan on low, even if it's not pointed at you, it can create the kind of noise that prevents you from hearing every little house click and thing happening outside. I can't sleep without a fan. It saved me from my neighbor's noises. Apartment complex. Good advice. I live in the country so there's pretty much nothing to hear except crickets, a mouse fart, and the random grumblings of my dog as he's dreaming. I definitely sleep with a fan on low. It's like a little kid's comfort blankie. Can't sleep without it. Putting one arm under the pillow makes it more comfortable, but then my arm falls asleep due to cutting off circulation. Edit. Cutting off nerves. I don't want nerve damage, guys. And then you fall asleep, and then I wake up and it hurts slightly to wake my arm up again. Plus I'm a bit scared of lack of blood flow for so long. If you're covered head to toe with your blanket, the bad guys in the dark cannot legally attack you. Edit. Oh well, damn, I have an internet award now. Thanks for that and all the cake day wishes. 3. Noted. Things that really help me perform better. Eating a small snack 30-60 minutes before. Do it consistently the same time each night, and again at the same time every morning. Stay away from alcohol, sugary foods, even starchy foods 4-6 hours before. The big plate of pasta 2 hours before isn't doing you any favors. Earplugs can be a great aid in a noisy environment. If you live somewhere dry, using nasal gel right beforehand. It prevents nosebleeds. Don't forget to brush and floss. I feel like that goes without saying. Don't rush into it. Ease your way in. Relax. Starting slow is key. Going to the bathroom and drinking water right before always help me. Just part of my routine though. I genuinely can't tell which approach to the question this answer is taking. I have to imagine that's the beauty of the response. As for myself, I agree that you need to go slow when you're first sliding in. If you go too fast and aggressive off the bat, then it won't stay as tight around you. And it never gets as tight as before once you spread it out. Sheets. I'm talking about the sheets, people. This is good advice. If you spread it out too fast, then you find less cool spots to stick your feet into. One trick I'm quite fond of is short sheeting. You pull the sheet all the way up to the head of the bed and then you fold the bottom up to sit where the top usually is, just in front of the pillows. When someone tries to get into bed, they won't be able to stretch their legs out and it is hilarious. Match your sheet color to the color of your dog. After having a white husky and dark blue bed set, it's disturbing to see how much hair there is. My dog has beige fur. My cat is tuxedo. Send help. Get an electric blanket and tuck it under your fitted sheet. Use the controls to preheat your bed on cold nights. In the winter time, change your mattress cover to flannel. It will never get cold. If hot, sleep over the sheets. If cold, under. If sleeping with someone, Dutch oven M to show who's boss. Ugh. X was king of gross jokes. Once, he pretended like he was chewing gum, then faked spitting it into the air, as if trying to catch it in his mouth again. There was actually no gum, but I hid under the blanket to not be hot by it. Bam. Dutch ovened. To negate a Dutch oven, just kick the sheets out with your feet and let air in. My brother would be walking with a group of people, sniff the air delicately and say bread. Everyone would inevitably take a deep inhale expecting delicious bread smells and getting one of his stanky ass farts. Clever bit of manipulation. I'm so glad he's not a serial killer. Okay, so I was expecting like sex tips, but the entire thread is tips for literally setting up care maintenance of a bed. Whoa, I am pleasantly surprised. There are wholesome people out there. If your sheets keep popping off the corners of your mattress, you need deep or deep pocket sheets. Don't watch TV right before trying to go to sleep. Listen to music or read a book. Your mind needs less sensory input to be lulled to sleep. Instructions unclear. Started listening to a Harry Potter audiobook and now it's past midnight. Definitely not going to be able to finish before it's time to wake up in a few hours. 0/10. Do not start listening to an audiobook before bed. Bro, you actually watched the whole video. I'd give you a high five if I was a human. Make sure to click the like button and subscribe for more great content. See you next time.